Hi, everyone, and welcome back to 2026. And we've had a lot of requests since the beginning of the year to go through the Infinity Predictive platform and what it means and how it ties into the Infinity coin. So I'm pleased to go through this. It's an exciting prospect for us on the business. We are a blockchain-orientated company. I've been in gambling since 2014. I've seen a lot of things, some of it good, some of it bad. One of the things that have traditionally been the bad part has always been getting paid for players. Players always find that probably the one frustration they have. Some companies have a tendency to have a good license, but sometimes they fall in hard times and things start to get rattled. So one of the things that blockchain has brought to the table has been this credibility that I love, and that is that there are just no humans in wording, and you'll see it a lot in our documentation, permissionless platform. And that really means it doesn't require the permission of a human for anything. The blockchain uses specific APIs to draw in the predictions that you guys see on the platform automatically. And then your money sits in your wallet. So if I were to look at my MetaMask wallet, and this is one of our testing accounts we use to show and tell. So we go to the token. So you can see we have, and when you're on the Polygon network, you need a little bit of Polygon, obviously, a little bit like, when you're on Phantom and you're using Solana, you need a little bit of Solana to do transactions. When you're on Polygon, you need a little bit of Polygon to do transactions on the Polygon network. And on top of that Polygon, we have USDT on Polygon. So they are the features. We'll get more and more bridged currencies across as we get started, but this is a very efficient mechanism for us to get underway and very easy to do. So keep in mind, when you're MetaMask, you can jump up to your Ethereum. If you had Ethereum in your account, you could swap and bridge the money from your Ethereum across to Polygon inside MetaMask. I won't get too complicated with that now, but as you guys look into it, you'll see a lot of stuff on YouTube. You can find it pretty easy. So in this particular case, this is the balance of my MetaMask, as you can see, and that will reflect here on the wallet, and the same money is there as well. So you can see that has connected with this. So this is now your operating wallet, which is great. We're going to talk a lot about the referral link in a bit as we get along. But I just want to give you a surface shot across how the platform looks and works. One of the things you'll notice that everyone talks about first is, what are these predictions? Predictions is really like every game has hundreds of predictions inside a game. So who will win? How many points will they win by, et cetera, et cetera. First try scorer, for example. So these are individual predictions, and there are hundreds of games running at any one time across any number of these industries, from football all the way across. In football alone, we have, these are all the different leagues, soccer or football leagues, depending on which country you're in, that we have online. We have everything from soccer in the UK. We have Algeria, Egypt, Israel, Australia, US, Brazil. You have Asian markets. We have everything you can imagine is in here. So we have the ability to hit any market in the world with at least soccer, baseball, in all the obviously big areas, Japan, America, etc., France are all there. And you can see all these leagues, and basketball, a huge number of leagues for them. Then tennis, we have the Australian Open on right now. So you'll see all the current games. These are all the live games that are currently underway as we speak. And these are the games coming up that we can currently bet on for the rest of the day. Cricket, for those in India, we have all the Indian stuff. We have all the Australian, we have all the one-day internationals, all the test cricket, everything you can imagine in the cricket world we have. And we do have a number of Indian affiliates and a lot of new ones, which is great. So for you guys who I know you are using it right now, those a little bit like me, we're in the history of the fight game. So we like the UFC. So we have all the big UFC stuff coming up this weekend as well. Boxing, of course, we have everything live on the boxing that's coming up as well. So NFL in America is enormous. We have a lot of bets going through and predictions on it. The markets have now recently closed. Obviously, they open up soon. Baseball's closed as well, opening up soon. Rugby union's only, I think it's a month and a bit away for it to get started in New Zealand and Australia. But we have all the internationals throughout the year. The longest markets, the longest season of the French for rugby union. So we have French almost all year round. It's staggering how long they play for. And then we go across to some of the League of Legends. So you've got some of the, all the esports stuff, Counter-Strike, amazing. That's actually, you'd be surprised how big this is. Volleyball, rugby league, of course, starts up in, I know for the Australians who are waiting for that, that's obviously kicks up in March. So we're excited by that. So we have every sport you can imagine and every market you can imagine to satisfy any particular person in the database. So what we have here, this is blockchain driven, and this talks about the number of bets that's been laid in exactly the last 24 hours to the second. So in the last 24 hours, we've had 1,441 bets. Predictions, as we like to say, and we currently have 64 users right now on the platform placing bets. You can keep an eye on that. It's all updated by the second by the blockchain, which is exciting as well. So what I'd like to do is to have a little tour through the wallet. You've already seen how those connect up perfectly. We're going to talk about the referral link in just a second. And in the portfolio area, which is where you'll spend some time, is sort of gives you an idea of how you're tracking. So down here, we have some of the bets that have been placed. I'll run you through this like a refund. That means obviously the game had a problem set in that game. Someone's probably, if it's a tennis game, someone's pulled out, I would say. So that's a refund. And then a redeem is we won that. And I'll show you how that changes the balance of your account as well, just so you can see how it is connected from our prediction wallets all the way up. And then what it does is, as you can see, this account's done some wins and losses. And then we have currently is $15 currently in bets at the moment. Potential winning is that, and then all-time P&L and a win rate. The win rates are great. We're going to use those for competitions going forward. So we're quite excited to build around that. One of the things we get asked a lot is when the Infinity coin that's being put into the platform right now. And we're going to talk about how important that is for Infinity gaming as a whole going forward. The coin is obviously our means for what I call capital gains for everyone. And our reward programs are our cash flow, and obviously those who are into betting, hopefully they can win, make a few dollars along the way as well. So I'm going to talk next about the affiliate side of the business, which is probably the most critical and a world first. And when I say world first, I really mean it. I've seen every affiliate program in the world. No one's ever done this, and obviously the blockchain is pretty new, so it's even less likely anyone could even come close to what we've done. So let me talk about that next.